Hello viewers, welcome to EduTube, your school support educational channel where you can learn and relearn everything. In this series, 50 Commandments in English language, we dive deep into the essential rules and tips to improve your English proficiency, whether you are a student, a teacher, or just a native or non-native speaker looking to refine your English skills and comprehensively understand the grammatical technicalities of the language. You are in the right place. Before we proceed on to today's lesson, if you are new to this channel, please kindly click on the subscription button below this video to get notified of more academic lessons like this. And if you are a returning subscriber, we say a big thank you for your love and support always. I will see you in a moment. Welcome back. So in our previous lesson, we stopped at commandment number 33, and in today's lesson, we are moving on to commandment number 34. What does commandment number 34 say? Commandment number 34 says that when you use lay as a distinct verb on its own, use laid as its past tense and past participle. And this commandment number 34 is intricately connected to commandment number 33. So I will urge you to go and view commandment number 33 so as to get more clarity of the subsequent explanation we are going to give to commandment number 34. Now moving forward, the commandment number 34 says again, when you use lay as a distinct verb on its own, use laid as its past tense. Now in the previous commandment, we say that lay is an inflection of lie. Lie, which could mean to say falsehood, which could also mean to be placed in a resting position. Lie, which could mean a falsehood, or which could mean to recline in a resting position. Okay, so we now say lay is the past tense of lie. That means to be in a resting position, to be in a resting position. But in this lesson now, the commandment is saying that when we use lay as a distinct verb, we should use laid as its past tense and laid again as its past participle. Now, lay, what does lay mean as a distinct verb? We've already understood, or we've already explained that lie means to say falsehood or to be in a resting position, which the past tense is lied, that is to say falsehood, and the past tense is lay, that means to be in a resting position. But for this commandment, our focus is on lay. So lay, what does lay mean? Lay as a distinct verb on its own simply means to place or put something or set something in an horizontal position. That means to set something or put something in a flat position. Nothing more, nothing less. Although lay is majorly used as a poultry term to mean to lay eggs. It's majorly used to mean to when fowl or when an hen lays egg. Okay, so we could use lay in the context or in regards to poultry. So let's take some examples to elaborate and clarify what it means to use lay as a distinct verb. Now the first example says that she laid the baby on the floor. Now you might think nothing is wrong with this expression, but something or a lot of things are wrong with it. And why is that? Because to lay the baby on the floor simply means you are placing the baby in a resting position. And when you place something in a resting position, we use laid, which is the past tense of lay. So now using she laid the baby on the floor here sounds or makes its usage sound to be the past tense of lie, which means to recline in a resting position. But that's not the intention, or that's not the usage of lay in this context. In this context, we are using lay as to mean placing or setting something in an horizontal or flat position. So the right thing to use, or the right thing to say in that expression is she laid the baby on the floor. Now to avoid confusion, I'll go give you a glimpse of the previous commandment. Now in the previous commandment, we talked about lie, which we said it means to be in a resting position or to say falsehood. Now my focus is going to be on to be in a resting position. Now again, take note, we said lie, which the past tense is lay, to be in a resting position. To be in a resting position. That means you are reclining in a resting position. So in that regard, using lie, which is in the present tense, or using lay, which is in the past tense, in the context of you putting yourself in a resting position or reclining yourself in a resting position will be correct. Different from you making something or setting something or putting something in a resting position. So in that regard of putting something else or putting someone else or placing something else or placing someone else in a resting position, we use laid as a past tense of lay. That means we use lay as a distinct verb on its own. So it is incorrect to say she laid the baby on the floor. It is incorrect to say she laid the baby on the floor, because lay in that context is a past tense of lie, which means to be in a resting position. Okay, and that's not the intention or that's not the notion in this context. So the right thing to say is she laid the baby on the floor. She laid the baby on the floor. And the second example says that my hen has laid some eggs. My hen has laid some eggs. Now again, laying in this context is a past participle of lay, or is a past participle of lie, which means to be in a resting position. That means a position you recline to by yourself. So now using laying in this context is wrong. To say that my hen has laid some eggs is wrong. The right thing to say is my hen has laid some eggs. Laid, not laid. My hen has laid some eggs. So that is it about commandment number 34. We hope that you've learned something, and we hope that you're going to put them into practice and use it in your written and spoken English. If you are new to this channel, please encourage us to do more of this by clicking on the subscription button below this video. And if you are a returning subscriber, we say a big thank you for your love and support always. I'll see you in the next lesson.